And we're here, man. We are finally here after 12 amazing episodes of awesomeness. We are finally here. The ride is over for now. But oh my god, man. I am just freaking geeking out for the amazingness that I have witnessed, man. It's just, oh my. Let's talk about it. So, in this video, not only will I review the last episode of Volume 2, I will give you the final verdict on my thoughts about the whole entire volume. So let's start off with this episode. Creatures of Grimm are everywhere, man, causing chaos in the streets. And it's just too much for RWBY and the gang to handle, because they just went through some serious battles back there on the train. I don't think they have much left in the tank, if you ask me. Luckily, Team Jupiter comes in. Freaking Nora being a badass, Lynn being badass, and of course Pura being badass, and hell, even John holds up his own. Then Sun and Neptune comes in and does their part. Hell, even Emerald and Mercury comes in and starts helping as well. Then the guards came down. Then finally we see the other team. I don't remember the name, but the chick with the purse and Velvet's on too, the bunny girl. I was hoping to see more of the team in earlier episodes, but hey, we finally got to see them in action, you know? And they're top-notch professionals. I mean, like, they put Team RWBY to shame the way they fight. They're more coordinated. They're more professional in what they do. And of course, and another thing I like to state, for all those, I mean, when they're showing hints of Volume 2, they're showing pictures, people always hating on Coco, the chick with the purse, saying, oh, what's she gonna do? She gonna slap people around with her purse? That's exactly what she did, and she kicked ass. All the people who made fun of Coco before this show, y'all can shut up now, because damn, man, she was whooping some serious Grimm ass and just damn. And not only what's inside the purse. What's inside the purse was a freaking minigun, man, a fucking Valkyrie Fury, and she was like all over the place. Yeah, she was OP, man. As for Velvet, she had this weird box, and I didn't know what was inside it. No one knows right now. But Coco said, hey, you've been saving up that for all semester. Do not pull that out just yet. So, I'm like, what could be in that box? What could be in that little box of tricks, man? I would like to know. My curiosity is just right now, seeing what's going on. So, everything's all done, cleared. All the Grimm are destroyed. Pretty much everybody had their role to play. All the characters you know up to now have their fight doing against the Grimm, showing how good they have become. Especially John. Well, all he like, John just slicing all over the place, and there was only one Grimm. Like, whatever. But then again, there has been in history great leaders who could not really fight for shit. Like Hitler and stuff. Like, they couldn't fight, but they were still great leaders, despite being whether they're bad guys or not. And then Roland gets captured. However, we all know it's part of the plan. RWBY and them feel a little bit satisfied. They still don't know what was really going on and why they do it. But they're just happy that Torchwick is behind bars. And then on to the next scene with Dr. Oz. No one trusts him anymore. And I can't blame them. Once again, people keep saying you should trust Dr. Oz, but yet there he is, not doing anything. All this chaos and all this stuff is going on, and he's just sitting back, relaxing. He probably does have a plan. The fact is, no one can trust him because shit is going on right now. So the council said, no, we're giving this to Mr. Ironwood now. Mr. Ironwood is now taking over the festival and having all the security and all that stuff going down. And then Ironwood is telling him to trust him instead. You can't do that. Trust is a two thing. You can't just have one person trusting you and you can't trust the other person. Then again, I can see where he's coming from, because Professor Oz, he's not doing anything with sipping his coffee. I know he has a good plan, but he's just not letting one on. And that's the reason why no one trusts him. Next in the scene, Ironwood is, of course, interrogating Torchwick. Of course, Torchwick ain't saying nothing, like a real mob boss. Of course, he's smiling because he knows he won't be there for long. So more than likely, Neil is probably going to save his ass or something like that. That's how I see it. Then the final scene. The final scene before the credits. The scene that got me just raging freaking nerdgasm all over the place. And that is, wait for it, the appearance of fucking Adam. Holy shit. Yes, yes. Fucking yes, man. Oh, man. You don't know how much I love this character, even though I saw him only in a trailer. But they just been teasing him so much since the first episode, since the time Blake was talking about him. And now he finally makes his appearance inside the show, and I'm like, it's about damn time. And I'm just freaked out, like, because after that shit that went down during the train incident, there's no way in hell White Fang want to work for Torchwick or work for Cinder after all that crazy shit that just went down. But of course, however, Adam, of course, the higher ups know that they need them in order to achieve their goals. So Adam's like, they won't listen to you, but they'll listen to me because, I'm fucking Adam and shit. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on. What is Adam going to be? Is he going to be like a one-man team where he just beat out all four of them and it would just be hard to beat? I don't know, because after all, Adam was Blake's mentor, so we already know how powerful he really is. So the credits roll on, and then finally a secret scene where Yang, of course, is Yang's mom, obviously. Lady Grimm is more likely Yang's mom. It may look like RWBY and shit, but in the end, it's, the hair and stuff, it's kind of like RWBY's, but in the end, it's Yang's mom. It's kind of obvious now. So, what she knows, what she has to do, what role will she play, only time will tell until next freaking year. Like, oh my god, we gotta wait another year for this shit, man. I'm like, oh dear god. Now we got that out the way. This episode, it was just fighting and then the rest was dialogue, but it was leading up to something for next year. And that's what most people don't understand, because I read the comments and people are like, this episode wasn't all that. It's just them all fighting and then the rest was dialogue, which you don't understand. It was dialogue to prepare preparations of next year, what's going to happen in the next arc. And people don't understand that, I guess. But hey, so I give this an 8 out of 10. It was great, but hey. Now, for the whole entire volume, the freaking final verdict, it's a 10 out of freaking 10. And here is why. 1, not one episode was boring. 2, they advanced so long, especially on a time duration from last volume, where it's stable between 12 to 14 minutes long. That is a great improvement. And then next, the background characters, the walk around people, they weren't just black figures anymore. They had looks, they had clothing, facial expressions, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's an even more improvement. Next was character development. Not much with RWBY, but much of the people around her. Of course, with John, with Pyrrha, with Blake, and even Yang. It seems like Weiss and already had all her character development in last season, because as you know, it was all about her. Not all about her, but some of it was mostly about her and her discrimination against other people. But it was about the other characters in this time, and especially Yang and Blake. So yeah, and of course John and with his girl problems and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get out the way. We got good bad guys. We also got a lot of secrets. I wish I was seeing more of Penny more, because we only really saw Penny in 3 episodes of finding out she's a robot, and that's it. So Penny didn't really have much of a big role to play in this one, as we all wish she could have, but she didn't. We have more mysteries, and of course, special appearances that show they're going to be the next volume, Adam. Yes, so it was a big, humongous improvement from last volume, which was this, to volume 2, which is that. It was a big-ass improvement. There's nothing else more you can say about this. What more do you want? The series was long-standing, great animation, great fight scenes, great plot, and character development. What else do you want out of a story? There's not much you can get out of it than that. Probably more, who knows, when they ever do 23 minutes per episode. Just saying, man. Just push it. You're almost there. You push it. But anyways, it was great. Of course, this may be the last episode of the year, But of course, there'll be more other stuff I would like to talk about, some other theories, some other rants, and even some unboxing because there's some RWBY merchandise actually ordered, and hopefully it'll come in soon. I'll show you guys and tell you what it's like. Is it a buy or is it a not? Anyways, tell me what you guys think of this volume, of this whole entire volume. Was it great? Was it a humongous improvement from last volume? And are you psyched? Are you hyped to see the next volume of freaking RWBY, man? I know I am. And if you ever want to see more reviews and other stuff about RWBY, well, don't forget to check out here. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share if you could. Because this is the background on Anime. Sign out.